Welcome back to Bite Sized English with Kit Kat. I hope everyone is enjoying their August. Um, Children are going back to school soon, so I know if you are a parent, right now is a very busy time for everyone. Me and my husband, we recently celebrated our 7th year of marriage, and it was really nice. We had a good time. And I was going down memory lane, and I remember very vividly our ceremony. We held a ceremony in Hawaii, and we also held a ceremony in Japan. So I was able to experience an American style wedding and also a Japanese style wedding. And it was a very, very busy time, and I had to learn a lot because getting married in Japan is actually quite different. The whole presentation of the ceremony is very different. So, I would like to talk to you about that today. What are the biggest differences between an American and Japanese styled wedding? First, I would like to talk about the actual marriage certificate because that is different. That is also different. I believe in America, the person who marries you, so for example, the pastor, the priest, they can legally marry the couple. You still need two eyewitnesses. So you need two people to watch and confirm that you are getting married. But the pastor or priest, they can sign their name and then you are legally married. So during the ceremony, during the actual wedding ceremony, that's when you will write your marriage certificate. However, in Japan, you have to go to City Hall and legally get married there. And then you can hold a ceremony afterwards. But you cannot legally get married at the ceremony. You have to do it either before or after the ceremony. So my husband and I, we got the registration form, the marriage form, and we filled it out. And we needed two people to sign their name as witnesses. And then me and my husband went to City Hall and got married. We submitted our marriage request and we got married. So we got married on July 23rd. And after that, we went to Hawaii and had our American ceremony on August 23rd. When we had our marriage ceremony in Hawaii, we actually, it was done both in English and in Japanese because, of course, my husband's whole family is Japanese and my family is all from America. So the Reverend, he spoke both English and Japanese when we did our vows. It was a very interesting experience. Anyways, for me, the biggest difference I noticed was the reception after the ceremony. After saying I do, you normally hold a party, like a big party where everyone gathers And that was the moment that the party is the biggest difference, in my opinion. The reception, generally in America, it's held in a big hall, a big room, or it can be held in a backyard. And my opinion, I feel it's a little more relaxed. I think for me, my image of an American reception, wedding reception, is dancing and just relaxing and talking and having a great time. And one thing I would like to point out, usually in America, the family of the groom and the bride, the family will sit either with the groom and the bride or at a table near. They are very important. They are very important people, so they should be up front. However, in Japan, they actually sit in the very back. I felt very sorry for my husband's family because they sat the furthest away from me and my husband. That was one big difference I noticed. Talking about the Japanese wedding reception, the best way I can describe it, it's a performance. Yeah, so in Japan, when we started the reception, the wedding reception, everyone was sitting down. And of course, we walk in the room as husband and wife, and everyone claps, and the announcer is talking. And after, we sat down in the front of the room, and the announcer gave a brief introduction to both of us, like a profile, like what is the wife's favorite thing, like what is the wife's favorite memory, or so we sat down and there was a lot of speeches. Japan has a lot of speeches. You have your welcome speech. You have your, they call it the kampai speech, like like a toast. It's your toast speech. And then after that, we did the first bite. So I received a huge spoon so I could scoop up a huge amount of cake and basically shove it into my husband's mouth. Everyone kept telling me to get a bigger mouthful, but I was kind. I didn't smash it all over his face. And then after that, each table could come up and take a picture with us. And then after that, me and my husband, we left the reception to change our outfit. It was our color dress, our second dress and second suit. So I wore a red dress, a red party style dress. And my husband, I believe he wore like a silver suit. And then we went back into the reception hall and we went to each table and we had a big jar. And at each table, there was sand. And our family members and friends would pour the sand into the big jar. And at the end, we would have a big jar of colorful sand. I think it was pink and blue. And it was really pretty. And then after that, I read a letter to my husband's mom. I thanked her so much for allowing me to be a part of her family, and just what a wonderful family he has to welcome an American woman. I'm sure she was surprised that her son married an American woman. I wrote a letter and I read it out loud. And then we gave the closing speech. And then we left. I don't think we had time to eat. I think I had one bite of food. I tried my best to drink as much champagne as I could, but we were so busy the entire time between speeches and like the first bite of cake, and then taking pictures with all of our friends and coworkers, and then going back and changing dresses and going back out. We were very busy. So that was the layout. There was several differences that I would like to talk about. Usually in America, if you attend a couple's wedding, you should buy them a present. It can be any type of present, and you will give that present to the couple. However, in Japan, that etiquette is to give money instead of a present. The amount of money is decided. There is an etiquette, and typically you should give the couple 30,000 yen. If you, like, regardless of how close of a relationship you have with the married couple. And that's expensive. I was very surprised that one person would give 30,000 yen. Like, it blew my mind. And if you go to a wedding as a couple, so for example, if me and my husband go to somebody else's wedding, we need to give, or we should give, 50,000 yen. And we have done that before. We've done that twice, and it puts a dent in your wallet, but that, yeah. So that was a big difference, was giving a present versus giving money to the married couple. Okay, another difference is the married couple needs to give everyone a present as well. So usually it can be like a hand towel along with maybe food. Sometimes it can be a catalog, and they can choose whatever product they would like. But the people who attend the wedding will also receive a present. That was a surprise for me. Another small difference was after the reception, me and my husband stood by the exit, and we gave each person a small gift. Like, it can be a really, really small gift. We gave, I believe it was like popcorn. And basically we say, thank you so much for coming to the wedding. We really enjoyed having you here. And then we passed on like a small gift. And I don't think we normally do this in the States. Actually, in the States, I believe usually the people who come, the people who go to the reception, they send off the couple, the married couple. Like, they send them off and say, have a happy honeymoon. those are some differences that I noticed when I got married 7 years ago. There are many, many, many small differences. So I definitely advise you, if you ever attend a Japanese wedding, please do a little bit of research, because you might be surprised at how different it is compared to a Western style wedding ceremony or a wedding reception. All right, I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.